Allergic to algebra was printed on shirts sold at Forever 21 stores across America in 2011. What kind of message does this give to girls? TV shows today that have a computer science protagonist often depict a disheveled male who codes in a hoodie out of his basement. What kind of stereotype does this perpetuate? What it does not support is the idea in the minds of young women that they could be good at math, at science, at engineering, and definitely not computer science. As a computer science major and as a woman, I believe that women should be encouraged to code, not discouraged. Now I have a question. Since the 1980s, do you think the number of computer science degrees awarded to women has increased, decreased, or stayed the same? Shockingly, according to a statistic on the Why It Matters section of girlswhocode.com, which I accessed on March 5th, the numbers have in fact decreased. I was shocked when I first saw this trend, so for the past couple of weeks, I've been doing research on the problem of the lack of women in computer science, some of the causes, and some possible solutions. So let's start by giving some credibility to the problem. It's easiest to see that this is a problem through statistics. According to a study conducted in 2011 by Bede and his colleagues in the Economics and Statistics Administration Journal, although women filled 48% of all jobs in America in 2011, they held less than 25% of all STEM jobs. So that was a 2011 statistic. Now in a more recent 2016 statistic, which I got from girlswhocode.com, this statistic states that 57% of all bachelor's degrees earned by women today. Yet just 12% of all computer science degrees awarded today are awarded to women. So basically what these statistics mean are about half of the jobs in America go to men and about half go to women. But when we break down the actual occupations, there's a large shift towards men in the STEM field and an even larger tilt in the scale when it comes to the computer science industry. So you might be asking, okay, why is it even necessary to have more women in computer science? We've had success since the 1980s. Why bother with breaking the status quo? But as long as women are underrepresented in computer science, a substantial number of intelligent, talented women are choosing other fields to study. And these very women could be contributing to computer science. And this is a great problem, because the U.S. Department of Labor projects that by 2020, 1.4 million new computer science jobs will be opening. I mean, many people can see that coding skills are becoming more desirable, yet U.S. universities are only expected to produce enough qualified computer science graduates to fill 29% of these positions. And this is simply because over half of our workforce is being discouraged to get a degree in computer science. So now that we can see that statistically there's a problem, I'm going to go into some of the causes. The main causes of this problem are stereotyping and a lack of understanding of what computer science even is. So let's start with stereotyping. The same stereotypical problems that plague the gender gap in the STEM field plague the even wider gender gap in the computer science field. In the beginning of my speech, I mentioned the shirt sold by Forever 21 stores that had allergic to algebra written on it. And I know this might seem like a small offense, but what this does is it creates and reinforces a stereotype that girls are bad at math. And when a stereotype is recognized, we can have what is called a stereotype threat, which is a concern that a person's performance will be undercut by a stereotype. In a 2011 study conducted by Janessa Shapiro and Amy Williams in the journal Sex Roles, a group of students, girls and boys, took a test. Some reported their gender before on the test and some reported their gender after. But what was found on the test was that there was a 33% performance decrease for the females who reported their gender before, as opposed to the females who reported their gender after. So what this means is, not only do these stereotypes discourage women from looking at computer science initially, but they can affect women who are already in computer science, promoting that they have a greater likelihood to fail. It's not fair that anyone should feel that they have a predestination for failure. Next, we'll look at the lack of education of what computer science even entails. According to a 2013 interview conducted by Kara Sprague of Rashima Sajani, who's the founder of the previously mentioned organization Girls Who Code, which is an organization that promotes girls in coding at a young age. Sajani said that a lot of people don't fully understand what it means to be a computer science major, to get a degree in computer science, to work in the computer science industry. So going off this idea, I conducted an email interview on March 5th with Janet Finstermaker, who has 20 plus years of experience in the computer science industry, because I wanted to hear what actually goes on. Finstermaker said that computer science is now a key part of every industry. Therefore, it's a myth that computer science is highly selective and geared towards only the math-minded. The truth is, computer science requires many types of people. Computer science needs people to test software, quantitative analysis, design software, graphics, video design, document software use, technical writing, and promote products, which is sales and marketing. Surely, with this broad expanse of skills, both genders can be embraced. I think if girls actually knew the doors that getting a computer science degree could open for them, they'd give it a shot. Now that we have looked at the validity of the problem and some of the causes, let's look at some reasoning and possible solutions. So what benefits would having more women in computer science actually bring? Well, it's pretty clear that women have a different perspective, and more perspectives offer an increased chance for innovation. Scientific endeavors can only be improved by a diversity of perspectives. Basically, more perspectives equal more chances to solve problems, and women biologically can offer another perspective. According to a 2013 article by Tanya Lewis in Live Science magazine, on average, men connect front to back parts of their brain, whereas women connect more left to right. And what this generally means is that men have better motor skills, and women are better at integrating analysis and intuitive thinking. The different thought processes of both genders can certainly be utilized to help computer science. So how do we get more women involved in computer science? In regards to stereotyping, we need to break down the gender barrier. The media needs to not only show successful male computer scientists, but successful female computer scientists. But our biggest push needs to be early in our education. Computer science doesn't seem to be a core subject in our schools, where it certainly should be. Teaching skills at an early age can foster an early interest, which can spark and grow and develop into a possible career. Next, educating our educators will go a long way to change the perception that only mathematically gifted students can be good at computer science. Career advisors at our schools are like real estate agents selling property they've never even seen. I'd like to see more successful women, computer science women, coming back to our schools to help inspire a generation of future computer science women. In conclusion, today I discussed the relevance of the disproportionality of genders in computer science, some of the causes and some of the solutions. When I was deciding on a college major, I looked for two things. I wanted something I was interested in, and I wanted something that I thought the world needed. The world needs more female computer scientists, so here I am. I hope that after today, you can see the necessity and the value in encouraging women to code.